The Eagles are 5-2. A lot to discuss regarding the Philadelphia Eagles here, where we're talking about Cam Jurgens' injury, Nakobe Dean, and some offensive coordinator in-game adjustments. They really have to start making a lot better decisions in these games. A lot to talk about here, so let's get straight into it all.
What's the boogeyman?
As a matter of fact, it was.
Yo, what is going on, guys? I hope it's having a fantastic day. Hope everyone is doing well. So a lot to discuss regarding the Philadelphia Eagles, okay? Now, the first thing I kind of want to go over here is obviously Brandon Graham returning. We're kind of waiting on this, okay? At 38 years old, I mean, look, I don't know what everyone's expecting from Brandon Graham coming back. He's not going to save this defense. He's not going to save this defensive line. But for a rotational guy, okay, because we heard from Jason Kelsey not too long ago, okay? And this was probably something that he knew that I think he was convinced to retire, that maybe winning his second Super Bowl, this would be the best time for him to retire. And I don't think Brandon Graham thoroughly just wanted out of the Philadelphia Eagles. I think he still wanted to be here, and maybe he made the wrong decision for himself. But it looks like he is coming back. It is not official yet. He is resigned. So is this the move at defensive end that they want because they don't want to spend draft capital? Is it because they don't want to spend draft capital, or is it because they're going to add another edge rusher to this group on top of Brandon Graham, whether it's a Bradley Chubb, whoever else they're going to try to trade for that's out there right now, that maybe try to be somewhat aggressive, or are they going to grab Brandon Graham, sign him, and then maybe go after and spend a little bit more trade compensation-wise on a better CB2? I think CB2 needs we need somebody else at that spot. I'm sorry, but Adoree Jackson, obviously out with the concussion probably now, but he's not working out. And as soon as, Ringo got into that game versus the Vikings, he was just getting torched. He was just getting targeted nonstop. You're on Jordan Addison, so what do you expect? There's going to be a lot more receivers, good receivers he's going to have to face this year. You can't go into a playoff game with that CB2 spot looking like what it is. But the positives of Brandon Graham coming back are great. I have no issue bringing him back. I'm not even really against it. It's from a perspective of he could probably make Jalix Hunt better, probably make Nolan Smith better when he comes back. I mean, he will get the young guys better. It seemed like they did play better under veteran type players. Obviously, the Eagles wanted a veteran in the building. That's why they signed Darius Smith, and then he retired, and now they kind of need somebody else. And it looks like Brandon Graham could be coming back sooner than later, probably this week. And I don't know if he's going to play for this Giants game, depending if they could sign him like tomorrow. I don't know if that's enough time for him to actually be eligible to play. Between his personality, giving this defense just a little bit of juice, I think Graham is really going to uplift this defense just a little bit more, and somewhat of his leadership too. We know what Brandon Graham does when he's on the field, and I think he's a big motivator for a lot more guys when he's on the roster, he's on the field with the guys, and I think they're really going to embrace him. So I'm actually looking forward to Brandon Graham hitting the field, whether it's at 38 years old or not, and the plan behind it, if there's another edge rusher coming in, or this is the only move they're making on the defensive line, they got to get stronger and they got to get better. Now we're going to talk about the sponsor of this video, ProfitX. ProfitX is a peer-to-peer sports prediction market where users play against each other instead of a sports book versus the house. You will almost always get the best price on any spread, money line, total, and player props, since you're playing against other people rather than the book. Every touchdown, every moment creates a live market you control. Buy in when you're confident, cash out when the momentum flips. It's like trading stocks, but for sports. Profit Exchange runs over 40 states, and you must be at legal age to do so. This isn't your old sports book. This is the #1 sports book. The action moves fast, and so can you. Real-time, player-driven, and built for fans who see the game before it happens. So let's dive into the ProfitX market on the Philadelphia Eagles. Right now, the Eagles are sitting at plus 700 to win the Super Bowl, and yes, we're talking about this after one game. So the real question is, do you believe in Jalen Hurts, Nick Sirianni, and this revamped defense enough to go all in at plus 700 and stay right there? Or do I go a little bit further than that? I think I'm going to stay, and I think I'm going to let the #1 sports book and ProfitX take care of the rest for me to help me make the better decision. Use promo code SHAKE72. You can get up to $200 cash back over your first 30 days. Every play you make, ProfitX gives you money back for playing on their platform, up to $200. Link in the description. Make sure you go to your app store and download the ProfitX app and Use that promo code SHAKES72. I want to thank Profit X for sponsoring this piece of content, and I will see you guys on the next one. Go Birds. So now we're going to be talking about Cam Jurgens. I think this has been a big issue. Obviously, the story of our season, not even just the OC, it's really been the offensive line, the trenches. Have been hurting pretty bad, and I don't think a lot of players have been really playing up to par. It took this long to get Dickerson back, and hopefully he's playing a lot better now. But now with Cam Jurgens out with this knee injury, Brett Toth came in at the center spot and didn't play well. Obviously, he plays guard. He plays center. It looks like he played a lot better in the second half because they played under center a lot more. From shotgun snaps, he can't snap the ball worth a shit at all. I thought he settled down a lot better. I would probably rather have him at center than guard because I think a lot of these defensive schemes are going to be running stunts on Toth at guard. I think he's going to get pummeled at that position more than center. Safe to say, I think he's better at the center spot. So will there be a change at the center spot now? You're not moving Landon Dickerson to center, so that's out of the bag. We're not doing that. But what happened to Willie Lampkin that they signed? He was supposed to miss the first 4 games. He was claimed off waivers by the Eagles this past offseason with some ankle, knee type injuries. And it's been past 4 games. So I've wondered if they've been working him a little bit and maybe they could start him and maybe kind of work him towards being the backup center at this point. Even Eagles draft pick, 5th, 6th round pick, and Drew Kendall's another one. Like, I thought he was the backup center during the offseason program and for the regular season. I thought he was the number 2 guy. Maybe they don't trust Drew Kendall that much. He's played most at center in college and played a little bit of guard. So I don't know why Drew Kendall is really not getting a big opportunity for the Eagles, especially as a rookie, and it'll be nice to build him up a little bit to be the backup. This has been the story for the offensive line all year, and obviously trying to keep guys upright on their feet has been the biggest problem. Maybe there's been a focus issue. Maybe there's been issues, obviously, with being predictable offensively, because that's going to make you more vulnerable to injuries as well. At this point, like, I'm already expecting Jurgens to miss this week, and hopefully it's not a more serious injury, but thank God the bye week is coming, because even if he misses this game, just rest him. He could pretty much have like 3 weeks of rest. No joke. Need Cam Jurgens back, especially for this run game with Saquon Barkley. I know at the end of the game, Barkley, especially that last series the Eagles had offensively, Barkley seemed to be really pissed off that he just can't get nowhere. And without Cam being there, I don't know if he's going to be able to run at all whatsoever. I'll let you know on the update on Cam Jurgens, but that's a really big loss for our offense, no doubt. How about the breath of fresh air Nakobe Dean brought to the table coming into this game on Sunday, huh? A tackle for loss, a 4-yard loss behind the line, like Nakobe Dean against the run, going in there, just tackling, physicality, the whole 9 yards. It was just so nice to see him back. And, I'm actually shocked they gave him as many snaps as they did. We knew that he was going to get snaps at some point, but I didn't think it was going to be that much. So I don't know what the percentage was of snaps played in the game, but I thought he did a really good job. I mean, realistically, I don't want to waste Jihad Campbell on the edge position, because I don't know what's going to happen with him and how good he's going to be at that position down the line. Maybe by the end of the season, he will be a lot better there. It's not like Jihad Campbell has never rushed on the edge in his career, especially in college, but this is going to be new to him in the NFL. If there's a way to pair up Zach Ball and Nakobe Dean, and Jihad Campbell can somewhat be productive, I think you're going to be really good. And adding Nakobe Dean, a fresh body, has only played like 1.5 games at this point, because I don't know, he didn't really play much in the last game against the Giants too much on Thursday night. But I thought from the sample size he got in this game, man, the Eagles are going to be way better with him on the field. We got a package. Most of you only see my top half, but you never know what I'm wearing on my feet, because I wear these every single day. Who's bought big brand boots that take weeks to break in, no durability, your feet always being sore, wrecking your feet every single day, and some of these big brand boots where you feel like you're wearing 100 pounds on each foot? Very annoying. I'm here to introduce to you guys Brunt workwear. The most comfortable boots I've ever worn, hands down. With other companies, some boots just take weeks to break in, but these took literally minutes. You put these on and you're already pretty much comfortable. Brunt workwear has every type of boot that you need. There's waterproof, safety toe, soft toe, pull on or lace up, any kind of boot built for any task. As for an example, this is the waterproof Marin soft toe boot, which I absolutely love. Not even the most comfortable and easy to break in, but flexible. And there's a cushion inside all around your ankle area, so it doesn't bother you. Even the sole's got a lot of cushion too. Like, it's very comfortable inside and out. For a boot like this, well worth it. I'm using these in the snow. I'm going through my work environment at my 9 to 5 every single day. I'm going in and out of my tail bed of my truck. I mean, I'm using these every single day for any type of task that fits my need. For any job, any project, any type of task you have in your daily life, these things are going to hold up really well. I think a huge plus for these boots is they got some style. I mean, I have to give them a plus for that. I was wearing Brunt Workwear boots before we were even sponsored by them. Brunt Workwear is a company that really believes in what they're making, and they stand behind what you do. So if you order these boots, you don't like them, you can always send them back. And no other brand ever does that at all. To all my supporters, for a limited time, you guys can get $10 off at Brunt when you use the code SHAKE72 at checkout. Just head to bruntworkwear.com, use code SHAKE72, and you're good to go. Click the link in the description. You're not buying ordinary work boots. You're buying high performance gear for the tough jobs out there to do it. Campbell is great as one of the best linebackers in coverage this year. I don't want to take him out of it. I don't want the Eagles to just rip him away from that linebacker spot, put him as an edge rusher where we're definitely needed, but it might take him some time. So I think we just have to be really patient with that. We don't have to worry about Campbell getting paid anytime soon. Obviously, it's his rookie year, so there's time for development. There's time for him to, for Vic Fangio to put a lot more on his plate. But hopefully that could work out. But Nakobe Dean coming back into this defense, I was just really happy just seeing him make plays. Here's one thing that kind of annoyed me from Sunday's game a little bit, where there was news that the Devonta Smith touchdown, that big touchdown he had against Isaiah Rodgers, okay, and burn him for that big touchdown there. We heard that Devonta Smith was kind of barking on the sideline a little bit throughout the game, that they wanted them to kind of call that play, okay? And I just hate how players have to help this OC call and make these adjustments to get these big plays in these games like that for touchdowns. Whether Hurts kind of changes the play himself for a touchdown and it's all on Hurts and really not on Kevin Patullo, where Patullo is really never getting the credit for that because he really doesn't deserve it. And then you have other plays where players are barking on the sideline that a specific play can be open for the Eagles that they'll score on, and they have to force Kevin Patullo to really call that play. And Devonta Smith was kind of on everybody on the sideline that, you know, the matchup is there. They're just waiting for the play to be called so they can sling that ball downfield and get a touchdown. And I hate the lack of awareness by our OC, and that's really bothering me a little bit. Before becoming an OC for the Eagles, he was a passing game coordinator for the few years that he's been here, okay? And you've seen A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith. They have been here long enough, and you, still don't know how, the strength of these guys and what they could do. These two receivers are stone cold killers. Okay, you got to let these receivers be aggressive. You have to let their skill sets shine because Jalen Hurts is going to shine. Perfect passer rating for Jalen Hurts as the third or fourth Eagles all-time quarterback to do that. I mean, that's just insane, and that really shows that this offense can go above and beyond what they're capable of right now. We know this. We've seen a sample size of that this past game. We've seen some sample sizes this year in certain halves of certain games, but they just don't do it. I want the Eagles to work up to these plays, but I want Patullo to kind of call these things himself and kind of get the credit himself that he knows how to run this offense the right way. Because if the players have to force him on these big plays, it just makes me uncomfortable a little bit. Well, other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's going to be a lot of rumored stuff regarding the trade deadline for the Philadelphia Eagles. We'll wait on the signing of Brandon Graham. What do you think about the play calling? How did you feel about the Vikings game in general? And do you think that these players have to force the OC's hand to call these big explosive plays for touchdowns? I mean, I don't really feel great about that, but I wonder what you guys think. And if Cam Jurgens is missing a lot more time, what do you think the Eagles should do? Should they put in somebody else or keep Brett Toth at that center spot? You guys let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more Eagles news every single day. And make sure you hit the like button because it helps out tremendously. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you guys on the next one. Shakes, what up, follow side. Peace out, guys. Peace.